It's October. Every month I've given out my power rankings the first of the month. October is no different. So let's get into the power rankings. I'm bringing producer Conrad back out here, and we're going to go over the power rankings for the teams that are still in the postseason. So Conrad, what do you got for me?
All right, Ben. At number 8, you have the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, look, they squeaked into the playoffs. Squeak in as a wild card team. They beat the Yankees. I don't think they have what it takes from the pitching side to go very far. And then you got to play the Rays, who just match up well against anybody. So the pitching is what scares me. Look, their offense is great. But the pitching is what scares me. And I think of everybody in the playoffs. That's why I have them at 8.
All right, number 7, we have the Atlanta Braves.
For them to be at 7, by the way, is incredible. You look at what this team has gone through this year. Good Lord. They lose Ronald Acuna, who's a perennial MVP candidate. He's going to be for the rest of his career. Mike Soroka, you think you're going to get him back, and then he has his Achilles injury, and then he re-injures it. Just a nightmare. But then they go out at the trade deadline and they totally revamp themselves, totally redeem themselves, and become a different team. And this team is great. This team's a lot of fun. They just hit the ball all over the yard. Adam Duvall hits balls 1,000,000 feet. Jorge Soler hits balls even further. And then they have Charlie Morton on the mound, who's a gamer, a postseason gamer. I like this team. I like the Braves team. I like the way they revamped it. I don't think it's enough to get very far in the postseason, especially to win the World Series. I don't think they have enough for that. But kudos to the Braves for making the right moves to even get to this point.
Yeah, coming in number 6 might surprise some people. Chicago White Sox.
Yeah, look, I have them predicted to win it all, but this is based off of what we saw in the regular season. And, you know, they just kind of cruised into the playoffs, and that's a big reason for this. They were just able to cruise into the playoffs. They were able to give their guys some breaks on the mound, and that matters. That really matters. When you're just able to cruise into the playoffs, they've known since June they were going to win this division. So that allows you to just kind of ease off the gas pedal, and that's exactly what they did. But make no mistake, this team is complete. This team can pitch. This team can hit. They can run. They can close out ball games. I like the White Sox, but in terms of the regular season, yeah, they round out here right around 6.
Got it. Number 5, the Milwaukee Brewers.
Man, I love this Brewers team. It's fun. I have 5 and 6 making it to the World Series, by the way.
You like that?
I like that. These teams are built similarly. These teams are built similar, and it's about the pitching. It's about that top of the rotation. It's about that back end of the bullpen. I love this Brewers team. I love what they were able to do this year after they acquired Willy Adames. This team became great. I'm telling you, if they can get anything from Christian Yelich in these playoffs, my prediction's going to be wrong. They're going to win the World Series. Christian Yelich in 2019 was neck and neck with Bellinger to win the MVP, and both of them this year have just been not good. But I like this team even without him, even with him being the hitter he was all year. So, yeah, I like the Brewers in here at 5, but they had a great year, and I like them at the 5 spot.
Number 4, the Houston Astros.
Best offense in baseball most of the year, if not all of the year. Look, let's be honest. That's why they're here. That's why they are where they are. That's why they're a 2 seed heading into the playoffs, because they rake. They destroy the baseball. What worries me is their pitching. So we'll see if they can prove themselves in the playoffs. If this pitching can prove themselves, they can easily win the World Series. But that's what scares me, and that's why they're at 4. But this team rakes, so watch out for them in the playoffs.
Number 3, the Los Angeles Dodgers.
But the firepower just doesn't stop. We saw it in the wild card game that just happened. It's pushing it. It's 2:00 on the East Coast, and we're here. We just watched Chris Taylor walk it off. This team doesn't stop coming at you. And you got guys like Chris Taylor walking it off. You got guys coming off the bench like Albert Pujols, who rakes against lefties. You have Cody Bellinger, who was a 2019 MVP, who's batting in the 8-hole. You have Mookie. You have guys that their lineup just doesn't quit. And on paper, this is the best team in baseball, and I'm excited to see what they do in October.
They just won a playoff game without possibly their team MVP this year.
Exactly. Max Muncy being out is catastrophic. I don't know when they'll get him back, but they need him back. But the depth is great already. So they're in the 3 slot for this regular season.
Yep. Number 2, the Tampa Bay Rays.
Best team in the American League. I don't know how they do it. They always do it. Look, one thing that was interesting to me is when I talked to Brett Phillips earlier this year, and he talked about when I said, How do you guys do this without the best roster in the world? And he said it's in large part because Kevin Cash just lets us be us. And they're able to optimize our abilities to the best that we can be. And that's what you get with this team. You get every guy on the roster, all 26 guys being the best that they can be. And what is the result? Well, it's the number 1 seed in the American League. It's the best seed in the American League.
Only 1 spot left. Gotta be those San Francisco Giants.
Yep, all year long. I was early on the train. I was early on the train of making them the number 1 seed in all of baseball, and then they just stayed there all year long. They pitch, they hit, and they catch. It's a great quote. You throw the ball, you hit the ball, you catch the ball. If you can do those 3 things, you'll be successful. Who better than the Giants? They do those things great. They were the best team in all of baseball throughout all year, and they are the number 1 power ranked team this season and heading into October.
Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.